After KD left the Oklahoma City Thunder in 2016 to join the Golden State Warriors, it was the beginning of the end for that iteration of Oklahoma as they knew it. And despite Russell Westbrook having a season for the ages right after that, and players like Carmelo Anthony and Paul George that tried to salvage something, the unfortunate reality is that OKC's chances of winning left with Kevin Durant. And as the years will go on, players will come and go, including their franchise guy, Russell Westbrook. And with that, Oklahoma City will become a franchise that will go nowhere. And it was looking like this was OKC's future. But with a little luck in 2019 and them getting a ton of draft picks, the rebuild would officially begin. But their success wouldn't be something that would happen overnight. They would struggle a lot, from 22 wins one year to 24 wins in the next. But although it did look bleak, their time was coming. And in 2024, they would have their breakout season, fighting their way to 44 wins. But despite their efforts, they will lose to the Mavs. Because quite frankly, Luka was just different that year. But that was the trigger to the next season, which will ultimately be their championship season, where they would be dominant, clocking 60 plus wins and SGA winning the MVP. But even going into the postseason, it wouldn't be without struggle, where in their playoff series with the Nuggets in the second round and the Pacers in the finals, it would be nail biters. That struggle would ultimately culminate in a ring for OKC, and after nearly 10 years, they would redeem themselves from the tragedy that took place in 2016. From here, this was basically looking like it was going to be the season of the Oklahoma City Thunder. They received their rings, and Kevin Durant had to watch the very franchise he left behind prosper without him. That's a video for another day. But they will go on a winning streak that hasn't been seen in a very long time, destroying everyone and anyone in their path. And it was looking like they were on pace to break the Warriors' 73-9 record. And with their record getting to 24-1, this was looking to be inevitable. That was until the semifinal of the NBA Cup. Victor Wembanyama would come back and would aid the Spurs in beating them in a thriller. This would not end there, because not too long after, the Minnesota Timberwolves would beat them as well, with Anthony Edwards going off, showcasing his growth from his loss to them from last year's playoffs. But it would really be the Spurs that would leave the champs in a compromised state, as they will go on to beat them back to back. And as a championship team that has hit their stride, this is not supposed to happen. And this will kill any image that they were ever this unbeatable, unstoppable force. But if you look at this team, have they ever been unbeatable or unstoppable? I've pretty much laid it out the entire video. Years of struggle leading to a breakout season, only to be eliminated by the Mavs in the second round in the playoffs. And then the next year, although they become a 60-win team, they still struggle in the playoffs, notably games 1-3 against the Denver Nuggets, where it looked like they weren't even going to make it out the second round. And even when they beaten the Nuggets and dominated the Timberwolves, just when this team seemed unbeatable, Indiana Pacers would stun the odds-on favorite, ultimately stealing game one, and the struggle they will go through from there probably would be their hardest battle to date. This team has never been unstoppable. This team has always been marked by struggle. But what makes this team, is that when they were faced by struggle, they always grew from it. The years of rebuild, the breakout season, games 4 and 5 of the 2025 Western Conference semifinals, game 4 of the 2025 NBA finals. It's always been this way, and now that the perception of the Oklahoma City Thunder has been destroyed, they're doing something that's been very familiar from the very beginning, and that is struggling. Their wins don't feel as overwhelming, and their losses has been more frequent, and now they just seem like another team that exists within the league. And at this point, as it stands, it looks like they're not going to break that 73-9 Warriors record. But even if that is the case, They now have the opportunity to do something they also always done, and that is to grow. This may have been the best thing that has ever happened to them, because now they are going to improve and they are going to get even better than what they are now. And this could be a case that when come postseason, they will be better prepared and better equipped to face any obstacle that may get in their way. And that is why I think watching this team is so interesting, because it's honestly an interesting take on an arising dynasty. Usually teams that are put in this position after they win are a clear odds-on favorite to get to the NBA Finals. But with this team, it doesn't look so clear anymore. This path the Oklahoma City Thunder has went on could be something where OKC has to sacrifice their regular season success, but will ultimately attain something that would be even greater, and that is postseason success, and achieve another ring. Not despite of what's happening right now, but because of it. But only time will tell.